We have the girls golf team from Rutland High, the Division I state champs. It was about a month ago at Proctor Pittsford. The Rutland golf team, the girls, brought back another championship. Number 11. 11 state championships. Unbelievable. We'll introduce the team. Each one of them will introduce themselves. We have Rich Alberti, who is the coach. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Jack.
And he's got the magic touch. I see Rich a lot during the basketball season. We'd like to watch the games in that little press box at Rutland High, even though we have to be at St. Joe's this year. But
I know.
As we know. And you also help us still on the girls' team, right?
Yes, I do. Yep.
But the golf team, and, of course, for a couple of years now, the season for high school golf, boys and girls, has been in the fall. They switched it from the spring to the fall, but it's had been a couple of years. But Rutland comes back and wins the championship. You've won 6 in a row from 2004 to 2009. Before that, you won 4 in a row, 2012, 2015. What is it about Rutland High golf? You continue to win championships, both boys and girls, and in this case, the girls.
Well, it's the kids mostly. I mean, we have good golfers. They have good work ethic. Our coaching staff works hard. We get a lot of support from the course and the members, and it's pretty much a culture, and that's really important. And I'm just glad to be part of it because it's very, very rewarding.
And I know the coaches, a few of them are with you. They're listening in. If you want to introduce them before we introduce the golfers themselves, the champs.
Sure. One of our assistants is Roger Hill, and his daughter Abby plays. And another person who helps out a lot, sort of goes under the radar, is Buddy Miles, and his daughter is Jillian.
And let's introduce themselves here, each one of you. Ladies, congratulations, the state champs. Who do we have here in your class as well?
I'm Jillian Miles, and I'm a sophomore at Rutland High School. Yeah,
and Jillian, we might add, won medalist honors at Proctor Pittsford. Your thoughts as you went on the course that day, Jillian? Of course, you're going to be back for the next couple of years. It was North Country you went up against, right?
Yes, that's
and they had
true.
won a couple in a row, and you beat them by 3. What were your thoughts as you went off on the course that day? But again, medalist honors, winning the individual championship.
Yeah, I was very proud of myself and my team for this accomplishment since we're only sophomores in high school.
So the future looks bright.
Yeah.
Sophomores. And Jillian, it was at Proctor Pittsford. Obviously, it was conducive to your game. I know you guys play at the Rutland Country Club. And you're probably, how many times have you played at Proctor Pittsford over your young life?
It probably about 5 times.
Yeah.
But we didn't really get up there that much because we play at Rutland.
Okay. But you were somewhat familiar with it.
Yeah.
Before the match, Rich, did they have an opportunity to have a day or two of practice? How does that work out?
Oh, yes, yeah. They've been very accommodating to us. When they had a boys' team, they used to let us schedule some matches up there. We didn't this year because they don't have a boys' team, and but we were always welcome to go up there when it wasn't crowded, and John and the rest of his staff were very accommodating, letting us use their course.
Did you have individual boys, though, that could participate in Rutland?
For what?
When you said they didn't have a boys' team,
Proctor.
Proctor. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah, Proctor didn't have a team. No, we had one.
Yeah. No, I figured you did. But Proctor's had individuals that have won. Matter of fact,
yes.
Certainly.
Nick Ojala.
Yeah, exactly. He, of course, is with the Castle golf
and
team.
Braden Fox.
Yeah. Oh,
those
sure.
were two of the most recent ones.
Just a quick word about the boys. Obviously, at Rutland, Jared Nelson and and Drake Hall and those guys are doing pretty well in college too. Jillian, do you have any? I know you're only a sophomore, and we'll ask the other players as well. Have you looked into college yet, or is that not crossed your mind?
Not quite yet. Still trying to develop my game.
Yeah. And what is your strongest point, do you think?
Probably putting. I'm pretty good putter.
Yeah. All right. You drive for show and putt for dough.
Yeah, that's true. Absolutely.
Right. Wow. Did I just come up with that?
Yeah,
No, I didn't.
I've heard it before.
I'm just surprised you came up with it.
Who else do we have here? Thank you, Jillian. Is everybody a sophomore? Or
Yeah, we're all sophomores.
Wow. I mean, talk about a dynasty. I mean,
yeah. Well, see, now the pressure's on for next year already.
Hi.
So I'm Abigail Hill. I'm a sophomore as well at Rutland High School.
And
what else there's that?
and what's the strongest part of your game, do you think?
I don't think there's a specific point that I have that's the strongest. I just try and focus on all of them improving and not just overall being a good golfer.
Yeah. How long have you been playing golf?
Only a year. I started a few weeks before my freshman year, and I joined that team that coming into that season. So only 2 years.
But you apparently really like it.
Apparently, yeah.
I know your dad's one of the coaches. He's out here in the other room. I've known your dad for a long time. I know your granddad. I knew your grandma. I love them. Love them. They're great people, and certainly, I just a wonderful family up in Chittenden.
Yeah, they're a bit crazy, but
yeah, we've all got those, right?
But again, best of luck in your future, sophomore. Have you looked into college at all a couple of years down the line, or not?
I haven't looked at specific colleges, but I definitely want to be playing golf and all my 4 years of high school and to continue during my college career.
That sounds good. Who do we have next?
I forgot to ask you, how long have you been playing golf?
I've been playing golf since I was like 10 or 12 years old, like just around the course with my dad.
Nice.
Yeah. And your dad's out here too, of course. I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
and who do we have next?
I'm Kristen Perzo, and I'm also a sophomore at Rutland High School.
All right. And are we pronouncing how do you pronounce your last name again?
Perzo.
Perzo? Yeah. I guess we've been close enough when we mentioned your name. You play hockey. Have you guys started hockey yet or not? Or is that in a couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah, we start November 20th.
November 20th. Okay. Well, best of luck at that. Hockey and
golf.
The only person I could think of that does hockey and golf is Happy Gilmore. Have you? Have you ever seen that movie? Happy.
So, how long have you been playing golf?
I've been playing golf for around 2 to 3 years.
Nice.
Well, best of luck to you. I can't get over. They're just sophomores here, Rich.
Yeah.
They're young. Yeah. And when Rutland wins golf titles, they win. When they win one, a whole bunch of others come up. We mentioned you've had a 6-year winning streak, and I think what was the other one? 4 or something like for your 10 previous ones. So this is the first of a new streak.
Oh,
to
hopefully,
really put pressure on you.
There's no pressure. We go out and try our best and do our best and try to represent ourselves and our family and our community in the right way.
And who else do we have here?
The fourth.
Alexis Landry. I'm also a sophomore at Rutland High School.
Alexis. And have you looked into college yet? I know this is really jumping the gun. It's 2 years down the line.
I kind of have, but not for golf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe you still have a couple of years to decide.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play for high school.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to do recreationally, too.
Yeah.
You know, just to get out and enjoy being outdoors and walking around chasing that little ball.
Yeah. How does it work? We have 4. How many players are there on the team? Is everybody here?
No, we have these 4 are on the sort of the varsity team.
Right.
That we put on the state team. There are certain qualifications that you need in order. They don't want people who are really beginners to participate in the state tournament.
Right.
You can bring as many as 4, and they count the 2 lowest scores, which is different than the boys, where you bring 5 and they count 4 scores.
Yeah. And okay, so that's the 2 are what? There are 2 highest scores to count, right? Again. Yeah,
the lowest scores.
The lowest score, but not the highest. I would have won a lot of golf.
I would have won that, too.
I went that way, yeah. So that's how it works. What can the coach, when and we're talking to the Rutland High girls golf team, winning the Division I state championship, Proctor Pittsford, they won about a month ago. What can the coach tell you? Can the coach go out and tell you is the tournament's underway? Can he go out and say, can you maybe you use this club or something like that, or
not really in tournaments.
Okay.
But practice time, he comes out and helps us.
Yeah. Okay. So you can't. There's no strategy or as far as when the tournament's underway.
No, the girls don't have sectionals, but during the state tournament, the coaches are not allowed to coach.
Right.
Parents and spectators are supposed to stay 25 yards away. During our league, leading up, we allow the coaches to go out because there's usually a big difference between some of the top golfers and some of the people that are just starting out the game, and we want them to move along and play at a good pace and understand the rules and the etiquette and stuff like that, because that's really an important part of it. So we can help during that time, but not in the state tournament.
Now, when you were out there, is it 2 the play at a time? How does that work, Jillian?
Usually it's like groups of 2, 3, or 4 that go out at a time.
Okay, and you keep your own score, or you keep the score of the other players. How's that work?
You keep the score of the other people.
Oh, okay. And then you have to check the scores at the end and all that, and sign the card.
Yep.
Just like.
Yep, that's correct.
Now, the ladies' tour or the men's tour, do you any of you follow anybody in particular, or do you? You're probably so busy
Do you even
playing
watch golf
Yeah, do you
on
watch
TV?
golf? Yeah, that was my question, I guess. Yeah.
No, I don't think any of us really watch golf that often. We more like playing golf.
Yeah.
I guess that's
you're
for those
doers,
of us who
and
can't
not,
play very well.
Not viewers like the rest of us. I think it's terrific. Again, and when did the golf season go from the spring to the fall? It was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, we had a 2017 spring session, and then we moved into 2017 fall, which kind of burned out some of our players that played all summer in some of these higher.
Well, you had a few. I talked about the boys. Jared Nelson won the medalist on both sides, right? He won twice in the same year.
Yeah.
Were you guys with the, or was that after you got to high school where they changed it to the fall? Were you guys part of the spring team at all, or not?
No, we were only part of the fall team.
Okay, because I was just going to ask what you like better. I guess they changed it so the golf courses are in better. Yeah. Technically, they're in better shape, really, aren't they?
Yes,
in the fall and
they
all
are.
that
And it would have been a nightmare trying to play this past spring.
Right, it was so wet. And,
it was just terrible. It's got a lot of upside to it. It doesn't work so well for me in terms of vacationing in Maine, but
it gives the kids a lot of chance to practice during the summer too, and get into the swing of things, so to speak.
Absolutely.
I on a personal note, and not that I would think that you would like the fall better anyway.
Yes, it's much better.
And plus, you're right. You've played for a while, so you're more conducive to playing. Where in the spring, you probably just get out for the first time.
We used to spend a lot of time in the Spartan Arena waiting for the courses to open when we were in the spring. And this is much better because the courses are ready and the kids are ready.
And we've got such beautiful courses in the area, and the scenery when you're out golfing. That's one of my favorite things is the scenery. You know,
is Rutland Country Club your favorite course? I know it's your home course.
That was going to be another question too. What's your favorite course?
I definitely say Rutland is our favorite course.
Yeah. Is there another one that you've played that you like, or just? I know that Rutland is your favorite because that's your home course. But other than Rutland, I mean, how often? Yeah, it's very beautiful.
Proctor Pittsburgh is too.
I played there once.
Yeah,
There's one of those greens that are like the roller coaster that doesn't work for me. You know which hole I'm talking about? There's a hole. I think it's. Never mind. I was going to say it's kind of slanted and it's ripples in it, like toward the end of the round, like 16 or 17, somewhere in there. Okay, no. It's, I don't know. See, I'm trying to remember. It's been a few years since I played Rutland, and I only played it that once. But I remember that green because I could not get my ball in the hole for the love of it. It just would not happen. It was just before you go back over the creek next to the road. It was the one right before that. It seems to. Does that tilt any at all? Is that the one? 17. Is it 17?
Is it true that all the greens roll toward Otter Creek or something? I've heard that one. I mean, I guess, is that everywhere? Is it true that all the greens roll toward the water? Or
that's what they say, but sometimes
My ball always rolls toward
there are
water.
surprises. But yeah, when in doubt, that's usually the game plan.
Yeah, I heard that from somebody once.
I'm going to have to get back
that I
there
ever
and play
paid
again.
attention. But again, guys, congratulations. That's terrific. You're state champs, and we've already put the pressure on you, but you get 2 more years of playing golf here at Rutland High to defend your championships. But
So what kind of scores did you have when you were done? I mean, when all said and done in the tournament, do you remember any of what was your best?
I shot 89. I had 49 on the front and 40 on the back, so I turned it around.
Yeah, that
Nice.
matched your career best, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
I don't know if we want to take this call on the line or not.
Well, if
It's
it
been
is
ringing
indeed
quite a
for
bit.
golf,
Well, let's
for the
hope
state
that it
champs.
is.
Yeah.
WSYB, good morning. Did you want to talk to the golf team?
I do.
She does.
All right.
Okay, so do you have some headphones over there that you
Oh,
can
I'm
put
sorry.
on? That's
Yeah.
right. They're not going to be able to hear the
you can use
conversation.
yeah, there you go.
And no, we'll have to translate to some,
that's
but
right.
go
They don't
ahead.
have the headphones over there.
Yeah. I mean, I want to comment on healthcare on 2 fronts.
Oh, I
First
thought
of
you were
all,
talking about golf.
No.
Oh, well, this is for, we're talking with the golf team right now. So,
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's
I'm so
all right.
sorry.
okay, no problem.
What did she
Yeah.
say? Healthcare?
Healthcare, yeah. I don't know
you
where
guys-
that was
you
from.
guys
Sorry
have a
about that,
long time.
ladies.
Everybody is concerned about their health care, that's for sure, but
Yeah.
that's for another show. At any rate, that happens
about
every
that.
once in a while on live radio.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But again, congratulations and best of luck in your future. And again, best of luck for next year, too. And who knows, a year from now, we can be talking to you again after you win.
Well, I
another
hope so. I'm
championship.
jealous as it is. So we'll see you next year.
The state champs, girls golf, Rutland High state champs. They've won 11 state championships. Just how many have you won, Rich? Are you part of all of them?
Yes.
All right, 11 state championships.
I
That's-
was an assistant under
Yeah.
Bob Sinclair.
Oh, that's
and
right,
then
Bob. Yeah.
Jonathan Brisbane and I have been together since Bob retired, and I moved up, and he came in to help me. He does a great job.
Yes, he does. Do you guys have a competition with the boys or not? In the sense that, hey, we won. You guys win a lot. They have won a lot, but do you have a competition among yourselves or not? Right. You don't have to answer that if you don't want.
There's not really a competition. We all kind of support each other.
Yeah.
So one
that's
more
well
question.
said. All right.
I just have one last question before they go. How far can you drive the ball? Who goes the farthest and how far does that go? Everybody's pointing at you.
About 220, 230.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's
The only
terrific.
way that'll happen for me is if it rolls
Again,
a lot.
Congratulations, girls, the state champs from Rutland High, girls golf, 11th state title. Congratulations. Thank you for
And
being
thanks
with
for
us.
visiting. Yes.
Thanks, Rich.